power through as long as we can here. I'm feeling pretty good right now, but I may just stop after a couple hours. We'll see.
However long you can go, we're good.
So, I think we left off. You guys were chasing along the rooftops some drow agents, and you secured the Stone of Golor. You came back and slept, and was it Dacel who?
Yes, I attuned to it.
Okay. So, we're gonna wake up with about 4 things happening simultaneously. So first, Brackfoot, you get a letter, a paper bird comes in to wake you up, and it's a note from Mert saying that the rumor is out. People suspect you have the stone, and that you're going after the Dragon Vault. Be very careful. Benedict is not with us, correct?
That's correct. He's not here.
So, after talking to Benedict, Inoki, the white cat that represents the Emerald Enclave that has passed a note to Benedict before, also warns you of the danger and says that people outside are watching. And that people are going to be keeping an eye on you until something happens. El Cerise, as you're waking up, there is a loud banging on the main door. And when you peek around from your little shop area out the window, you see 3 town guards standing on your door, demanding to speak to all of you. And so, go ahead.
Can I run and get everybody? And
Yeah, that's fine. One sec, though. Dacel, as you wake up, you see first an image of a old windmill, one that you've actually seen before, and you can picture it in your head, the exact location in the southern ward. It's actually pretty close to the Emerald Enclave and where you've been before. And as you're picturing that, you zoom in, and somewhere there's you kind of go through the floor, and it opens up into a hallway that leads to a huge vault door. And on the vault door is written in a language that you don't speak. What languages do you speak? Just so.
I speak Abysmal, Common, and Infernal.
So, it's written in a language that you don't understand, but then the writing almost comes off the wall and starts to kind of change into multiple different alphabets, and you see something that looks like Elvish and something that looks like Dwarvish, and then it turns into Common, and it says, 3 keys, bring them forth. And I need you to roll me 3d6.
3d6?
3d6.
All right. 4, 4, and a 6. 14 total.
4, 4, and a 6. As you read these words, 3 keys, bring them forth. The first thing that you see in your mind is a very overly drunk almost dying from alcohol poisoning elf stumble towards the door. The second thing that pops in your head is a very nice painting of a dwarf uh, mining with a pickaxe uh, deep in the earth. And the third thing that pops into your head is a dragon scale made of bronze.
One question about that first vision. It says the drunk elf stumbling towards the door. What do I know what door this is, or is it the vault door? Or
It is the vault door that you're seeing. And as the drunken elf stumbles towards it, the painting of the dwarf and a dragon scale of bronze color are set before the door. You hear it kind of clink, clink as the lock opens, and then just like that, you awaken. And you hear all of you are now awake with your messages, and you hear the pounding on the front as El Cerise moves to come get you all.
Is everybody here? Yeah, are we all now in the same room?
Well, no, she's running through the house yelling at y'all, or I don't know how she got your attention.
I assume just opening their doors and being like, hey, something's going on downstairs.
When I see her, can I ask, hey, listen, I know I was out, but I got a message from Mert saying there's a rumor that we have the stone. What's up with that?
Be like, I'll nod and be like, shh, it's a secret. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Be stealthy.
So Giselle's gonna come down from his room at the top, kind of clutching his head a little bit, going down into the main first floor area. Hopefully, he's gonna grab some water from behind the bar, just to hopefully start clearing his head and kind of wait for everyone to gather.
Yeah, you guys all gather up at the front door, and the banging is still going. It says, "In the name of Waterdeep, open this door immediately."
I'll open the door.
Before she does that, though, before she reaches the door, I'm gonna say, hold on, everyone, just come here really quickly. And I want to kind of explain to them the visions that I had last night, and unsure if it's more than likely due to the stone, its influence. And I'll also mention to Brackfoot, I guess I don't know where I'm keeping it. How big is it, the stone of Galore?
It's the size of a paperweight. It fits in your palm of your hand.
Okay, so I'll kind of show it to him, and I'll kind of mention that since I've been holding on to this stone overnight, I feel like there's some kind of presence coming from it. It almost has its own kind of intelligence to it, and I believe it gave me a vision last night. And then I'll go into explaining the visions of the windmill in the familiar windmill in the southern ward. Also talking about the vault door that's below the floor of the windmill, and then talk about the words that I saw, the 3 keys, bringing them forth, and describing everything else that I saw before we answered the door.
Quick question: Where's the box? The box with the other ball.
Did we keep it, or did we leave it at that other place as a distraction?
It is in my bag.
Oh, okay.
Because I put the other ball rock in the
If
thing.
anybody asks, that's the one we found. Okay, let's go.
And just as a question to the DM, would I be able to use like the effect of prestidigitation to make the similar sized stone like in my hand? Because it's like just a non-magical trinket.
No.
Okay. Let's go answer the door.
Yeah. As soon as you answer the door, a city town guard veteran and a couple regular town guard basically overrun you as they try to just stomp into the place, and he screams, "What took you so long?"
Well, we
We
just
were
woke
all
up.
Stairs. Pretty big house.
He kind of blusters and says, "Let's take a seat."
Are we in trouble?
It remains to be seen. Sit.
Do we have our furniture yet?
Yep, you guys
Yes.
have everything.
They came a
Okay,
few days
cool.
ago.
Guess I'll sit down.
So you take off one of the tables, and he sits down and busts out a couple pieces of paper, and he says, "It's been reported that you are responsible for the murder of 3 elves in a rooftop chase of some sort."
Okay. Well, we're gonna need a little bit more details than that. Saying all of us were up on the rooftops being chased.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. I'm here to arrest you and try you for murder, unless you have a good explanation for why there are 3 dead bodies on rooftops and countless witnesses telling me that it was you who did this.
Now,
Well-
what did they say the people that you're looking for looked like?
You,
Me?
all of you.
I think it
This-
would have been pretty memorable if we had a rabbit with us.
Yeah, look, for ease of sake, if you miss the session, you're still kind of there, just in the
Oh,
background.
okay.
Oh no.
Well, we are under the employ of one of the members of the Lord's Alliance. Ronaquan is his name. And what's that theater he was at? That one called? The Seven Face Theater. Yes, that one. Ronaquan, of the director at the Seven Face Theater. He instructed us to obtain some information from some gentlemen at the courthouses, and we did obtain this information. And under their instruction, we were set out to find a valuable information for them. And in our pursuits, we were accosted by these drow that came out of nowhere and attacked us. We were just simply defending ourselves and trying to retrieve this stolen information that they had taken from us.
He says, "Ronaquan, while a friend of the city, does not have authority to give you that kind of directive." And then he kind of whispers to one of his guys. He says, "My report says elves. They were drow."
Indeed, they were drow, and it's not the first time that we've been accosted by drow before. I'm sure you're familiar with the murders that were going on at the docks not too long ago.
He kind of looks over his papers and says, "I don't believe that Ronaquan could have given you such a message."
Well, I didn't want to name drop, but he was a little bit of the voice piece for the Open Lord herself.
So let me get this straight. Your story is that Laurel Silverhand and working with Ranaquan met with you recently?
Yes.
He starts taking down some notes. And they informed you to go look for something, as he puts in air quotes, on their behalf, which led to a disturbance and the death of 3, and he kind of scratches out his piece of paper, drow, not regular elves. Is that correct?
As he's saying this, does he look like he's imitating a guard, or does he look like a guard?
You can do an insight check.
Okay.
He's acts like he knows exactly what he's doing, and this is definitely a guard, you would think.
Okay.
And in fact, with that insight check, you actually look at a couple of the city guard behind him and recognize their faces from other incidents you may have caused.
That's exactly what happened, and for the sake of the peace of the city, it might be better to speak with Lord Silverhand before any more information is divulged.
What was this something that you were after?
A box
It
with
was
information.
it was an artifact that she seemed interested in, but that's all we know.
Does this artifact have a name?
I shrug and say,
All we know is that it was a very important artifact that was to lead to some kind of riches. I'm not from Waterdeep, but I
He
think
interrupts you a little bit as you say riches and goes, "Goddamn treasure hunters. You guys are after the vault too, huh? That's why you're causing all this ruckus in my great town."
as I mentioned, we were set forth by Lady Silverhand herself.
Yeah, so you've told me. Well, unfortunately, I think I've had some misinformation here. I was told elves, not drow. There's no crime for defending yourselves against elves. However, running across the rooftops like that, causing a scene, all of you will be fined 50 gold each for disturbing of the peace. And he starts to stand up, and then he pulls out of his pocket this kind of old tube. You can see it looks like it's been used many times. And he opens it up and reads this scroll, and he says, "Notice to all visitors and citizens of Waterdeep, anyone with knowledge of Lord Daggolt Neverendur's stolen and embezzled money shall report it immediately to the nearest town guard." And he says, "If you do not, I will imprison you for the maximum term of 3 months hard labor." But as he packs his stuff away, he kind of looks over and he goes, "I'm going to be watching you because there's one thing that does not add up in your little hail here." He goes, "Laurel Silverhand, along with her close confidant Ranaquan, have been in Neverwinter the past 3 months. It's very unlikely that you spoke with her. We shall be in touch." And he starts to walk out.
I'm gonna wait for them to leave, and I'll give them the old polite wave as I close the door behind them. Turn back and I'll look at Inoki. I think your suspicions about Lady Silverhand were correct, my friend.
well,
You can also see as you watch them that the two-town guard, he stops with the two-town guard that he was with right outside your place and across the street. And the two-town guards basically post up staring at your front door as the veteran walks away.
Did they say where we have to pay this fine?
Yeah, that was my question.
You know that all fines have to be paid at the courthouses.
Okay.
Even though this is the
Yeah.
first time you've been fined, surprisingly.
I guess we can go later. It's fine.
Well, it seems like we'll be escorted by guards if that's the case. They're sitting right outside.
Yeah, I mean, going to the courthouse is maybe a good chance to test some things with the guards.
What are you thinking, Elceres?
I'm thinking we should see how easy it is to lose them.
We already have enough eyes on us. Let's not purposely try to get more.
And it's
Her idea is to get eyes off of us, not more
Yeah.
on us.
it sounds
Well,
like
I
we
mean-
don't just have the city guard as well. We got some other people looking at us too, apparently.
I mean, when is this tavern going to be operational?
It's pretty close, actually. If you guys want to have it done today or tomorrow, you can. Regis just had to go get the final orders for food and drink, which I think you guys gave him last time.
Yeah, I believe so.
So that was his mission today, was going to go get set up with the Brewers Guild and the butchers and food vendors. You all gave him enough money already, I believe, too.
Yeah, I think we paid him
Yep.
for that.
We gave him 100 gold to do so.
So he
believe.
should have everything set up by this evening or tomorrow, whenever you guys want to open up.
Mm. Should
That
we?
means we'll start to have some people in and out. Should we start advertising?
You think we should have a big opening party and sneak out that way?
Yeah, maybe. Or we can see who's interested to come check out this big opening party. And maybe some of the people will be, people who are trying to keep eyes on us.
Do we have any security at this place? Because we have some precious cargo upstairs in our rooms and all that kind of stuff. We don't want anybody sneaking around our bar where they're not supposed to be.
So the only employee you have right now is Regis. You haven't hired a barmaid or
Yeah.
performer if you want a bard to play, or security. You have no one.
I mean, I guess we can act as security for the first opening night. Maybe. I don't know. But then we're also trying to sneak out, so
Well,
maybe today's the day to look for staff and advertise.
not a bad
Also, you
idea.
haven't decided whether you're doing like a grand opening or a soft opening, or
I think we need some employees. That's what I think we need.
Yeah. I mean,
Huh?
we could do a soft opening with just Regis, but that seems a bit dangerous given our circumstances right now.
well, you also were gonna do a little gambling, weren't you? Didn't you? You guys ordered some gambling tables,
Yeah, so we needed like a dealer or something.
at least a couple.
Man. Well.
Man, opening a bar is hard.
Too expensive.
We have the,
Who
can
decided
we have the
this?
ghost be the dealer?
Go steal.
So we can play that out if you guys want, or I can just say that you hired people.
Let's just say we hired people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We spent
how
we
many-
spent the day maybe the morning we're posting. I don't know, wherever you post jobs for this kind of stuff. In terms of the number of people we need, what do you guys think? 3 or 4 barmaids?
You only
Three or
need one.
four.
Yeah, just the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's the question that you all have to decide: is you have to hire a barmaid, a bard if you want music, dealers, and a door guy. And you need to decide whether you want to hire the best for all four, or mid-level, or just whoever will take the job. Knowing that whoever will take the job, if you hired shitty dealers, will skim off the top. If the bard sucks, people won't want to hear him. And if security sucks, your bar might get trashed.
What about the barmaid? What if she sucks?
Well,
Shitty
You
Yelp
want-
reviews.
do you want do you want a really good barmaid who, talks shit with the customers and makes everybody laugh and have a good time, or do you want a sourpuss who people don't like very much?
It's part of the charm.
All is possible. If that's part of your strategy, we have to figure that out. If the bar is going to fall into your strategy, we have to figure that stuff out now. But if not, we can do it off game or whatever.
I'd say we need to hire the best security.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have some precious things up in our rooms at some point.
I mean, can we afford that though?
I don't know, can we?
Well, we'll have to figure out the rates and all that kind of stuff at some point. And to see what's our money situation, our finances here.
Only approximately 47 gold and 29 silver pieces. We also have 4 war picks, 4 scale mail, and 1 battle axe. That beholder amulet,
Yeah.
and a spell scroll.
Oh yeah, I'm meant to calculate all the money for that. My bad.
Alright, so we still have the 250 for that beholder amulet. I think we had Brackfoot sell that off last time. So we got like 250 there, or I think he sold off all the stuff. We
Yeah,
had
so
you
we
had you
have,
running
like-
errands, Brackfoot, while you weren't
Okay.
here.
Good to know.
Yeah, we have about 300 gold right now.
If you sold the gear, it's half price from the regular
Yep.
price on the table.
I'll get those prices here in a second.
Oh, I think we're okay on money for right now, but we do have those fines to pay.
Well, we have fines, and then plus we still have a loan to pay back.
Yeah.
But I think the fines will come out of our personal money, which...
I think the fines each of us.
Yeah. 50 each. Which, unless people have been spending willy-nilly, should have, right?
I wouldn't say willy-nilly. It's all important things I'm buying.
Oh no.
According to the code legal, all fines are due within a 10-day of when you were issued them.
Okay, so we got a week, right? I think that's the calendar. So 10 days is a week.
Yeah, well, it's 10 days, but yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay, we got 10.
we'll figure it out in a couple of days. You'll get some more capital.
I hope so. Well, on the other hand, I think we can deal with this the bar situation a little bit later. I think we have some more pressing issues at hand, like the fact that Lord Silverhand has not been in the city for a while. Neither has
Yeah, we
Roniquan.
Definitely got scammed.
What do we know about Lord Silverhand?
Well, we knew that she doesn't usually go out in public that often, I believe, right? I believe that's kind of one of her deals, that she doesn't quite go out too often. Which just makes the whole situation that much more, like, oh, why didn't we see this sooner? But the other question is, or I guess the other fact is that whoever gave us this information was correct in their information gathering skills, and they let us. We have the stone. This is the stone. So whatever they told us was correct. whoever these people are working for or whatever, they have quite a extensive network of gathering information.
Or currently they're pawns.
That could very well be the case as well. They may be working for someone higher up, but
No, I mean, we're their pawns,
Oh.
not that they are pawns. I mean, they're tricking us into doing the work for them, aren't they?
yeah, you're very true.
Well, I mean, at least now we know that we don't have to give this to the Lady Silverhand, you know?
True.
But we have drawn the ire of the guards.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the eyes of the guards were, like, already on us for all the other shit that we've been doing.
Well, I mean, now they know that we're after this treasure.
Yeah.
Which is a crime if we don't give it to them.
Well,
So after a little while of hanging out too, Rainier shows up. Knocking on your door.
As soon as Rainier is at our door, I open it, and I want to ask him, where did we first meet you?
He kind of looks confused and says, "What do you mean?"
Where did we first meet you? Answer the question.
We met when you were rescuing my friend Floon.
All right, come in. I'll gesture him in and close the door behind us, and I'll apologize to him and say, I'm sorry we jumped to conclusions. Things have been happening. Let's just say that, and we might have to be a little bit more cautious than what we have been in the future, or in the past, I should say.
He says, "Oh, well, I understand. Yeah, you rescued me from the Zentarum hideout, or the Xanathar hideout, whichever one that was."
Well, you came here for a purpose. What's on your mind, Rainier?
Well, I came to check in on you, my friends. The rumor is out. Everyone knows. All the factions are abuzz that you have the stone.
For a big city, I'm sure news sure does travel fast in Waterdeep.
And he just sort of looks at you.
Like, gesture over to Inoki, and I'll kind of like nod and gesture like I'm like, you can show him what you got.
Oh, did you actually want to see the stone?
No, but do you have it?
I have
guess
a
so,
stone.
if you're offering to show me. He goes, well,
Yes.
then you better do something quick. Otherwise, I don't know how much longer you'll be left alone.
Yeah, and that seems to be the problem, since I'm sure you noticed the guards posted outside.
More than the guards. And he kind of eyeballs from the window to cell, and you notice that in the shadows of like an alley across the corner are a couple of the same Zentarum figures that you've messed with before. And then he points to an alley on the other side where you can see a couple cloaked, hulking figures. They look a little bit bigger. And he says, see, the Zentarum and the Xanathar.
Hmm. Well, as you
Then
can
he looks,
go ahead.
what's your plan?
We're kind of working on that.
Fair enough. What are you gonna do with the gold if you get it?
Well, we did agree to help pay. I forget how much it was, but pay Mert our agreed upon amounts for helping us out in this endeavor.
Say that's meaningless. He won't be able to hold you to it. If you keep the gold, though, it's illegal. You know, that money was stolen from Waterdeep.
Exactly, but we have figures posing as, the high-ranking members of society, and that was partially why I gave you the little bit of the questions there. People have been trying to, let's say, influence us and direct us in certain ways. I'm not quite sure who to trust.
I understand that. And he kind of you see him a little bit defeated about the situation as he kind of reminds you that, Neverender is his dad, and he wishes that this stain on his life would just go away.
I mean,
And-
it's possible, but, what if it's not gold? Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
I suppose. But he says, if you do find it, I suggest you give it back to to Waterdeep. Otherwise, I don't know what would happen to you. I worry.
Do you think the guards would leave us alone if we did?
I think that you would be heroes of Waterdeep should you return the stolen taxpayers' money. The guards would probably favor you. Though, any kind of glances to both the alleys, I don't know that everyone in Waterdeep would. Anyway, he gathers his stuff up and just says, whatever you do, I'd do it quickly. And he kind of stands up and starts to leave. He goes and just says, call on me if you need any help.
Okay, very well, Renair. We thank you for your information. And at the same time, I want to kind of have a seat and close my eyes and read through my my familiar, who's perched at the top of our tower, the highest peak of Troll Skull Manor, and kind of have the owl start making its rounds and kind of clocking if there's any more shady people looking at our establishment in the alleyways, or if it's just those two groups that you mentioned there.
Yeah, make me a perception check.
All right, hold on. I gotta with the owl stats. All right, hold on. Okay, so it's gonna be 20 plus 3. Ooh.
You do not see anything else offhand.
Okay.
As you go.
Okay.
It's hard to tell as there's a lot of people.
Yeah. Fair
You
enough.
see side glances to the building and stuff, but you clearly see that there are for sure the couples and Tarn bandits, and over where Rainier had indicated that they're Xanathar, you can see that one of the hulking figures is a bugbear.
Well, there's quite a few enemies out there. Seems like we might be followed wherever we go, whether it's by the guards or by the Zentarum or the Xanathar. Now, I didn't get the chance to tell you guys, but as I was communing with the stone, I can essentially use it, and it's able to divulge some information to me. Like for example, where is the cave specifically? How to get into the cave and what's inside this the vaults, I should say.
So you think that's what your dream was about with the drunken elf?
I think so, but we can at least see, or determine what's inside at the very least. If there is that treasure hoard in there, or if anything is inside guarding it, or anything like that. But regardless, we're not going to be able to get anywhere if we're kind of trapped in Troll Skull here. So I think we have to figure out a way that we can actually travel the city.
Do you want to cast your legend lores to know what's up, or?
Not just yet. That's what it's called, legend lore. Oh yeah, legend lore. There it is.
Yeah, and you also have that beneficial property and detrimental.
Yeah. Oh, Brackfoot, by the way, I can't be around fire for a little while. It automatically extinguishes.
Aha.
Well, I mean, well, according to my visions didn't really, give me too many details about the situation, but I mean, the first thing we could do is at least go to the windmill potentially. But once again, we're going to be followed by what seems like everyone in the city.
I mean,
What if-
we could just see how good everybody in the city is at following us, a little test run.
Before we go, I forgot the guy's name that we have here that's going to be running our tavern.
Regis?
Regis. Should we give Regis a weapon in case someone comes storming in while we're not around? Or does he have one?
He has like a little axe. Like that you chop trees down with type of axe.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure he'd be safe if we were to leave. And somebody wanted to be ill-willed.
Well, we can just have Benedict stay here and guard the place for the time being.
I'll be right back. Y'all keep chatting.
All right.
2 minutes. Ooh.
So, what are we gonna do, though?
I'm wondering if, because there's so many groups, what if we all kind of agreed on a place to meet up, and we all left at the same time and went different routes, and see if we could each escape anybody who's following us.
Well, what if they corner us or trap us?
Don't get caught. That's
Honestly,
Yeah, get good.
well, perhaps if we can get the...
I'm just saying, I can.
Where's the courthouse in comparison to the windmill you're speaking of?
Well, I think there's multiple courthouses. I think there's multiple of them, right? But I think they're more
Pull up a
than the map, the big map. But they're probably more in the northern side of the city, I'd imagine, the richer side of the city. Maybe there's some
Where's
in the southern
windmill?
one. It's in the southern ward. Apparently, I've seen it before, but I might have to do some kind of roll.
It's near the
remember.
Emerald Enclave, is what we were told.
Yes, but I can't remember seeing one.
Huh?
At least one that was familiar to me.
Out of curiosity, do I still have the fake Stone of Golor?
I currently have that in a box that we found the actual Stone of Golor in. If you want to hold on to that, by all means.
I wonder if it could almost cause an an incident by like if I went off somewhere and like pretended to bury it or like bury the fake one, they would like dig it up and think they have it, and we could go off and do our own thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I hid it in the box that we found it in, just for the sole fact of in case someone does like knock us out and take the box, they just beat us up and took the fake stone.
That's fair.
I mean, is there a way we can disguise the original stone? Not
Probably
the
for a
one-
short.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we would be able to mask its magical properties if anyone was looking for it.
Ooh, I'm back.
We could try paint.
Once again, this is a very powerful magical object. If someone has some arcane knowledge, they might be able to feel it out, so to speak.
Wow.
For DM question, for that windmill that I saw in my vision, you said it's familiar to me.
Well, you guys have seen it before. Just walking around town.
Okay. So if we were to go to, like you said, it was near the Emerald Enclave. If we were to go to the Emerald Enclave, we would kind of know where to walk to see it.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably take a route that would take you by it. It's not like an inconspicuous place. It's a pretty big windmill that has sort of gone downhill. It's a little bit dilapidated as of right now. And you're not intimately familiar with it. You just like when you saw the image of it, you're like, oh, I think I've seen that place before, type of deal.
Okay.
Sorry, did I overtalk you, Anoki? What were you gonna say?
I was going to say, if we're worried about getting into a brawl with the less savory characters that are stalking us, perhaps we ask some of the guards to escort us to the courthouse closer to there to pay our fine. They'd be suspicious, but if we get attacked, then it should be less likely they'll attack us, right?
I mean, maybe one of us could do that.
Pay the fine for all 5 of us?
Or
Well, I mean,
like-
it'll help us get out of this area, and then we all convene on the
well,
windmill
I thought the point
separately.
was to like test to see if they'll all follow us. We could have somebody go with the guards and the rest of us split off and then eventually meet at the courthouse.
Or do they
And see
maybe,
what happens.
or do we maybe have them escort us to the Emerald Enclave and maybe find a way out from there? Or do you want to go to the courthouses first? You think the courthouses would be the better option?
Well, I mean, I just suggested that because the guards know that we have a fine to pay, and won't be as maybe mean if we try to pay them back, soon. City government stuff is still weird to me.
Are there any courthouses in closer to like the southern district?
No,
They're all more up north, right?
they're all in the castle ward.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, all in the same spot.
Oh.
Well, what do we think? So we want to do this. Do we have the money to pay our fines? Let's maybe get that in order first, because I'm a little
Do
bit
we
short.
Do we split up the beholder amulet money already?
I don't think we did yet.
Well, that's
Oh,
our.
that was going
That will
to
pay us.
party funds.
Well, considering we all have a fine to pay, it sells for exactly what we need to pay back.
Isn't that convenient?
It's almost like we knew we had
It's
something
almost
was
like
coming up.
someone's orchestrating things behind the scenes.
What a plan.
Okay, well, we have the funds to pay this off, so I guess maybe we should deal with that first. At least that might get the guards off our back a little bit, seeing how we're diligent in paying our fines.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so could we head out that way? Benedict's gonna stay here, guard the place. Benedict, if you have any objections, say anything right now.
All right. Are all four of y'all heading to the castle ward then?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, excuse me.
As you head towards the castle ward, as you step out, you see that one of the guards follows you at a pace of about 100 feet or so.
Okay.
If you want to make perceptions, you can look around to see if anybody else is following you. And the cell, you can also make a Arcana check if you don't mind.
Is it sunny out, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Then I have disadvantage.
It's bad Arcana.
Does anybody else have proficiency in Arcana? Negatory. Needed old chili here.
Yep.
Giselle and Elstery shall roll.
Oh, perception. Oh.
High rolls. So you can all notice the somewhat hulking shape of the bugbear following you, and Inoki and Dacel, you see some like flittering movements from the alleyway, but everybody's keeping their distance from you pretty staunchly. Is that the right word? Staunchly.
Sounds like it's right.
Sorry. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little high right now. I took a muscle relaxer.
So no
Fair
one's.
enough.
Everyone's kind of keeping their distance a little bit. Like, how far away would they be?
So I mean, in the alleyways, they're staying, probably a good 150 feet.
Okay.
Maybe through, and then there's the bugbear behind you is probably about 250 feet.
Okay.
Ooh.
We got some distance on them, at the very least. And I'll kind of point over I'll nudge Elceries and kind of like point over to the alleyways and just nonchalantly, like I'm like pointing at the sky, but I'm also saying there's people in the alleyway. It's like I'm pointing at like shops and stuff like that. It's like, but I'm actually saying, oh, there's people in the alleyways and stuff like that. And I guess we're continuing towards the
Castle Ward.
You make it to the castle ward unaccosted, and go into any of the courthouses. Is almost the exact same setup as the one that you've been in, and the court clerk will take your fee. They takes your names and then the money that you pay and jots it down. They look at you somewhat disapprovingly. And then you head on, unless there's anything else you want it to do, or make any chit chat, or just pay and get out.
I think if we're gonna have a little group huddle at like before we exit the building.
Yeah, we can take a little. Here, let me put you on the courthouse. Don't have that. Yeah.
Also, before we do that, is anyone like eyeballing us, like other than the clerk?
No. Although, give me a say. Give me like a wisdom save. So you have this feeling that like everybody's watching you, and the paranoia starts to like creep in. But then you kind of shake it off, and like as you're looking around, you don't notice any direct eyeballs on you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
They're getting heated. The hairs on everybody's neck are standing.
Okay, we need to start making some decisions. Where are we off to next? Do you think we go down to, or do you think we elusively make our way down to the southern ward now? It might take us a while to get there.
Yeah, so you guys find a little spot like right over here to right where Giselle is to chat for a moment before you step out.
I mean, we still need to shake our tails, so.
I see what you did there, Crackfoot.
Give a little wiggle of the butt.
I think you two are probably the most adept at losing trails. What do you guys suggest? Well, like, what's a good way to lose these guys? We just full out sprint down the road?
I mean, I assume we just split off and blend into whatever crowd there is.
Yeah,
I
the
think
trick is to.
for-
At most, we should split off into two groups.
You think we should split off into pairs?
I mean, if we're going to try to split off to see who follows us, that might be the best to do. Remember, we
Yeah,
still have
just in
these
case.
rings.
Oh yeah, so I guess I can go with you because you have a ring, and then the cell can go with Bradford, who also has a ring.
Sense.
Should we maybe make our initial target to maybe the Emerald Enclave? At least we think we would have maybe some kind of safe haven there.
I mean, we'll find out, won't we?
Oh,
At least, because we don't want to lead anyone to whatever is at this windmill as best we can.
Yeah, you are welcome at the Emerald Enclave even without Benedict here, particularly because Anoki has tentatively accepted membership, though I don't know if he's told your characters that.
Well, Benedict's our buddy. Well, he can vouch for us.
Yeah.
they're interested in me as well. There.
Oh, are they?
Where are we right now?
Right where the D in Castle Ward is.
Bye. By the D. And where's the Emerald Enclave?
The Emerald Enclave is just below here at this little corner thing of the southern
I
ward.
see.
And that windmill that you've passed a few times sits right over here.
All right. Well, I guess we go.
All right, well, it's probably not wise to linger any longer in the courthouse, so I'm going to assume that you at least get out of here and start walking to the main road. So as you're walking to the main road, do you turn left to go back to the North Ward and the Troll Skull Alley, or do you turn right? Or do something different?
I feel like what we should do I think, well, we're gonna head towards the Emerald Enclave. I think we're in agreement on that.
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yep.
Group
Yes.
plan. Group plan. We hop down the high road there, and then where it kind of splits off, one goes down the way of the dragon, then the other group stays on the high road. Are we keeping to the main roads, or are we gonna duck in alleys, or maybe we'll just play that by ear as we go?
We'll need to play that by ear.
We'll split off at some point.
Yeah, kind of.
with two
I'm
groups.
just gonna mark like around here, and then one group continues down, and then the other one turns off there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Seems like a good plan.
So when we split off, do we notice anybody like following each of the groups or anything?
All right, so you're gonna head down, and no, the guard still follows you at a reasonable clip, and you do notice if you look intently, you catch little glimpses of other people following you. It seems like they're all waiting for something, for you to do something before they make a move. They're just tracking you. And to sell, you can make me another arcane check as you step further to the south.
Can I guidance myself beforehand?
Sure.
All right. I would love to do that. All right, and then ooh, 16.
Hey, that's enough to succeed. You feel the presence of somebody watching you magically.
Are we currently separated now at this point?
Still together, but if you want to separate, you can.
Okay, I want to relay that I feel like someone is observing us magically. I just have this sense that I feel like someone's watching me from, whether it's from afar, but this the stone in my pocket is quite the beacon of magic.
Is it you or us?
Oh, I mean, the mechanic is it's a scrying spell, so it's watching from afar everything that the group is doing, but you don't know, you didn't roll high enough to know where it's centered at.
As me and El Cerise are walking separated, I'm gonna stop for a second at an alley, act like I'm looking at the wall for a bit, and then I want to cast Mold Earth to make a little symbol in the dirt next to the building.
Okay. Right before you do that, you and El Cerise split up. When did you want to make that split? You all left together from the castle ward, and that's when he got the Arcana check. Was then. So
Yeah. And then...
I didn't hear when you wanted to split though. Like right at the main road, or as you were walking in through because you had to walk to about here. You're gonna walk south, so I didn't know when.
Do we want to split here on Waterdeep Way? Someone goes to the high road and someone else goes through Skull Street towards the dock ward, and meet back up at South.
Yeah, we could do that.
You want to split at that point, or do you want to split like a little bit more down the high road and then go down the way of the dragon, and the other one takes the high road?
Well, I was just saying we go to different wards to throw them off.
Okay.
Because if we're both in the same ward, it's easier to keep track of us.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We'll split here then. This way.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so which two continue south towards the dock ward?
I guess If El Cerise is okay with it, we can go to the dock ward.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Inoki and El Cerise are going to head south along, what is it, Skull Street? Towards the dock ward. Can you tell me, are you going to try to go all the way south before you move over towards the southern ward, like right here? Or what's your intention?
I guess. Oh, I guess that's Snell Street, not Skull Street. I was looking at. I don't think there's a Skull Street.
Oh, yeah, Snail Street. I read it to Skull too because I was zoomed out.
I think around here, I want to do like the little marker,
Okay.
and then kind of keep going on. And El Cerise, you think we should like split off somewhere, or just keep going on Snell Street until we get to the south ward, or should we?
We could go down Black Star Lane and just split off, and anywhere that's a little bit more crowded, try to like blend in the crowd and lose whoever's following us. And also, I want to like kind of sense who is following us, if like anybody left or anything to follow the others.
All right, so El Cerise and Inoki are going to head down here. Inoki's going to take some time to do a spell about right here. Then you're going to head a little further and maybe duck down in some of these alleys. Are you attempting to lose your tails? Or are you trying to get good eyes on them?
Well, first, eyes. I can't do both.
Yeah, can't do both. Can't lose them and get a good glance at them.
Can I get a good glance on them and then try to lose them, or no?
I guess we can. It'll just be more difficult. So that's their plan, I think. Yes?
Yes.
Alright. Giselle and Brackfoot, what is your all's plan?
I think similar to them. I think we'll follow along this on the high road.
Okay.
And if we see like a crowd of people, maybe take the opportunity to try to ditch them in that crowd.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
I'm not worried about trying to get a good look at them. Just get away.
Alright. What symbol did you put in, Inoki?
It would have been like a symbol in the dirt that would be a circle with an X in it.
Okay. Does that have any significant meaning, or is it just kind of a random symbol you're doing for...
It's a red
Mess with-
herring.
Yeah,
It's just to mess with them.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, so you drop that in there, and are you just taking off then, or?
Just continuing on nonchalant.
Okay, so you continue on towards Black Star Lane, and this is what I assume you're going to try to get a good look at them and then make your move. So El Cerise and Inoki both make me a perception roll first.
Damn.
Terrible. Okay.
Okay. El Cerise, with that awesome roll, as you guys split up, the one town guard continued to follow Giselle and Brackfoot. As you got down towards this area, you noticed that one of the bugbearers was trotting along to kind of keep up with you, and you got a clear look at his face. Uh, a bugbear with the tattoo of the beholder on his neck. Kind of trotted along with a smaller figure in a hood. Also, about 2 alleys to the side of them were one of the Zentarum guys that you fought on multiple occasions in the same black leather uniforms. Anoki, you noticed that guy too. And in addition, there's somebody trying to follow you from the rooftops as well.
But I don't have like an eye on them or anything.
You know where they all are right at this second. There's you ducked in an alley, and on the next alley over on a rooftop is one of the guys falling on the rooftops. The bugbear is trotting along up Snail Street right behind you, and the Zentarum is actually pretty close to you, tucked in another alley.
I want to know, like, and the person on the roof doesn't have any identifying markers.
You didn't actually see anything on the roof. You heard footsteps.
Okay. Are there any open areas where there are no roofs?
What do you mean?
Are there any just like more open areas around here or no?
Well, I mean, so we can go to the map because we know right where we're at.
Yeah, we're here. So
right on Black Star Alley. So Snail Street's, pretty open. There's a little market over here that's open. And then the dock ward, it opens to the ocean.
I'm gonna grab Inoki and turn around and go towards the market. And I want to see if how the person on the roof follows us across the street.
When she does this, I'm going to say, I'm not done surveying yet.
What are you
as she's pulling me along. That's what we're... In a slightly hushed voice, that's what we're here for. And I'll kind of wink.
Okay.
So that occurs as you pop out on Snail Street. What are you trying to do? Are you going back? You going to this little open area?
I want to go to the open area, but as I cross Snail Street, I want to see what the guy on the roof does.
Gotcha.
Does he
So,
jump down from the roof?
So you go across Snail Street, keeping your eyes on the roof, and you don't see anyone on the roof.
The trowel.
Okay.
All right. So you said we're going to the market now?
Yeah, we're going to the market. And
you get into this market, but before we do, you guys will switch over to Dacel and Brackfoot. Y'all, the two of you guys are up here on this corner, and you start heading down the high road. As you split up, you turn back and you see there's maybe a little hesitation in the city guard, but he decides to follow you too.
Okay.
Dacel is very distracted by this magical presence that is observing him, and he's having a hard time to focus on things, and so he's gonna tell Brackfoot, I'm gonna follow your lead on this. It feels like not only have we just been being stared at every which way, now we have this magical presence. I'm a little bit flustered here.
All right.
I'll follow your lead.
Okay. Did I happen to notice if there are anybody on the side that continued following us?
Make me a perception roll.
25.
Yep, it's very clear that you're being followed. on both sides of the road. And just like El Cerise, you hear some movement on the roofs.
Okay. Do I see any crowds kind of near one of the side streets?
So I mean, there's always crowds
Mhm.
of people walking down the high road back and forth. Um, over here in this big open area, there's like a little gathering of people and do the deal. But it's not unless you go into like a crowded market or something. You're not just gonna blend in. Also, you're gonna have a lot of trouble blending in everywhere.
That's true. um, let's when we get to the River Street, let's turn onto River Street and act like we're headed out the river gate. But then maybe try to quickly, if it looks like there's an opportunity to kind of pass through a group of people, run into the Buckle Street, I think that is.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Where?
So go down
Oh,
River Street here,
right here?
and then
Gotcha.
yeah.
Oh god, how do I get rid of this line?
So as you're walking, it's actually pretty empty through the River Street here.
Okay. Well, we'll still go down River Street and go onto Buckle Street since that's a little bit more tight, so more opportunities to lose them.
Yeah, so heading down Buckle Street. You can pass through the caravan court, down through this, whatever, rising ride. Did you want to kind of keep going through the alleyways, or did you want to make it back to the high road?
Yeah, I think we'll stick to the alleyways. Is there a lot of people at the caravan court?
Not today, but there are a handful of people. If your attempt to lose them, if that's what you're trying to do, I'm just gonna throw it out there that I'm not just gonna. There's not gonna be a great opportunity of like a large gathering of nuns pass by. But
Okay.
if you want to try to make something happen, we can do that.
Yeah. I'll ask the Silk. Do you have anything that could create a distraction with you?
Let me think. So, so what we could do is maybe make it seem like we're dropping something off. I'll just kind of like I'll make a like minor illusion in my hand just to demonstrate to Brackfoot. Like I'll just show like a small, like a little wooden horse, just as an example. And I'll say I can make something a little bit more tangible. We can maybe like drop it off in an alleyway that might distract some of the people there for a little bit, and then we might be able to get away as they're looking at what I dropped off.
I like it. Let's do it.
All right. So let's find like an alleyway or something like that. Maybe I don't know, something with like so a mailbox or something around here. I don't know. We can drop something off in.
Sure. There's a spot that you find you know what? You go through here, like Robin over here, and there's like a little drop box for like donations and stuff.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yep, that works fine for me. So I will reach into my like pocket, and I'll cast the prestidigitation to make like a small. I'm just gonna make like a small, like a oval rock. That's all. And then I'm going to reach into the little drop box there and put it in. and then I'll look over to Brackfoot and I'll nod very, like, obviously. So anyone looking will be like, oh, something just happened. And then I'll say...
While he's doing that, I want to look around, like when somebody's doing something suspicious. Very obviously looking around, like making sure nobody's looking, but not actually catching the eye of anybody.
Gotcha. So, prestidigitation on the... You can make the illusionary image that fits in your hand, but it only lasts until the end of your next turn. Meaning, once you cast it, you have 12 seconds to do something.
Well, unless these guys are dropping down immediately, then we're gonna take off.
All right. So you cast your spell and you put it there, and it may or may not give pause to them, and you hustle, run away as fast as you can, or just start walking away.
What are we doing, Brackfoot?
Brisk hustle. So not running, but as close to running as you can get.
All right, a brisk hustle. You move away, kind of down an alleyway that gets a little bit narrower, and pop out. Make me perception checks, both of y'all.
Alright.
24.
Perception, go. Ooh, nat 20.
So, you definitely, the guard stopped, and one of your other tails. However, you both still hear pitter patter on the rooftop.
All right. Trying to think of the best way to create a distraction for him.
As are we making our way back to the main the high road there?
Yeah, I think that would be the best. Actually, that does give me the idea. We could try to cross over to the other side of alleys. Would how far across are the high road?
Like, are you thinking like they can't jump from one side to the other?
Yeah, that's my idea. Like, without being pretty obvious of somebody like leaping.
All right, I'm so sorry. I had to text. Say that one more time.
How far across is the high road? Like, from
So
one...
I'm gonna say you guys are about right there.
Yeah. What he wants,
Yeah,
what he's trying to ask is like, tell me if you can see this. But like, if the guys are on the rooftops here, and we cross the road, like over here, what's like the distance of the high road across?
It's a pretty good clip. It's like 30 or 40, 30, 35 feet, somewhere in that range. It takes Superman to leap it.
All right, that's what I'm looking for. So they would have to, for sure, drop down to try and follow us. So maybe we try to meet back up into the main road and immediately go across to the other side.
Following you, buddy.
So yeah, where was it that we dropped off? Was it Robin's Way?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So
go down like Rising Ride there. Is that one's called? Or down more.
Yeah, we could go down Rising Ride and then try to cross to Bryan Street. And then basically once we're in Bryan Street, book it down Fishwife Alley?
Fishwife Alley. All right. Yep. All right. Are you gonna try to stealthily move at some point, or are you guys just hustling it to try to run away?
Honestly, I think hustling it is probably the better option.
All right. So you make your moves over through Fishwife Alley. Make me perception rolls when you get over into Fishwife Alley.
Oh my god. What are these rolls? Oh, okay. What just happened? How did this? Ow! I'm rolling nat ones the rest of the night. 100%.
You think that at this point you don't hear anything on the roof and you don't see anybody around you? You think maybe you've lost your tail?
All right, let's stick to the alleys and just continue down south.
And we're still. Do you want to message the other group? Say we think we lost our tail.
Oh yeah, I will send a message with my ring of sending to Inoki and let him know. We think we escaped.
All right. Back to the other group. What are y'all doing?
When I guess will you tell us when we get the message from Breakfoot?
You did.
Okay. I'll let him know that we're still being tailed. All right. Also, Reese, you were dragging me somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was the market, which is here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try to blend into the crowd in the market and lose our tails.
All right. So you guys are going to try to lose your tails in the market. Where are you trying to go? As you can see, it kind of pops in here. There's like a one-way in market, one-way out.
I assume we'd go back around this way and then eventually cross over. Just go up this way, because that's an opening there, right?
Okay. So you make it into there. Now, are you just going to hustle? Or are you going to try to stealthily move away? Or do something else? Or create a distraction? Or what's the plan?
Well, I think I'm going to try to blend in the crowd and then stealthily move away.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll like tell Inoki that that's what I'm going to try to do.
Alright, I won't be able to blend, but actually I can. Before you do that, I'm gonna are you wearing a cloak or anything? Or are you just like wearing your normal like leather armor and stuff?
I assume it would be like armor, regular clothes, and like a cloak, probably.
Alright. Kind of hold your cloak out a little bit, and I'll stand in front of you, and just keep walking. And I'll grab your hand and say, "Catch me," and I'm gonna use my wild shape to turn into a spider.
Okay, I will catch you.
Okay. So Elcerise has caught Inoki as a spider.
Mm-hmm.
Now what?
Now try to stealth away into the crowd.
Make me a stealth check. Alright, so you stealthily move into the crowd. Alright. Head up towards back towards the high or the way of the dragon road. Make me a perception check. You think you lost your tails? Yeah.
Great. Cool. I will then make my way over to Emerald Enclave.
All right. So you're gonna take the way of the dragon straight down towards the Emerald Enclave. Giselle and Blackfoot, you guys are over here. did you want to just head straight down to the Emerald Enclave as well?
Do I still feel like I'm being watched magically?
Make me an Arcana check.
Alright. I want to guidance myself on this one too, because this is what's freaking me out the most. Okay, well.
You're definitely being
Alright.
magically spied upon.
Alright. I'm gonna relay that over to Brackfoot, and I'll definitely and I'll mention, like, we should definitely get to the Emerald Enclave. I don't want to go close to that windmill whatsoever if we can help it.
All right. We can continue following Fishwife Alley and then Slop Street, and it looks like we can take that all the way down to where the Way of the Dragon is. Like all the way down here.
I'm with you, buddy. Let's do it.
Alright, I've been looking on this map, but I cannot find Fishwife Alley. Where is that?
Right here.
Okay.
Right next to Bryan Street.
Yeah.
That's an amazing name.
Take a left down Slop Street.
Alright. Yeah, you guys make it all the way to Falconmere, to the Enclave Alley, and you knock on the door, and the kind of old guy opens it up for you. And as you enter the cell, you notice that magical viewing goes away.
Ooh. I'll breathe a sigh of relief, and I'll let Brackfoot know. Are we all here at the same time, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, roughly.
All right.
You guys actually probably beat them by about 10 minutes.
All right.
The
Well,
cell and Brackfoot.
yeah, whenever we're all back together, I'll mention to Inoki and El Cerise that I definitely was being watched in some way magically. We were able to lose the people that were following us, but there was someone keeping an eye on me from some kind of spell. I felt some kind of presence watching me.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, but the good news is, well, I mean, good and bad. As soon as I came in here, I felt that presence disappear, but they know we're in here for sure. Whoever was watching.
At least we can talk freely in here for a bit.
And what about you guys? Did you lose your tail?
Mm-hmm. At least I think so.
Oof, okay, well. Well, we were definitely able to lose people, but they, for sure, whoever was watching me, like I said, they know that we're here. So
So we
what?
can't linger long.
Yeah. Inoki, since you're good with the Emerald Enclave, maybe would you be able to ask if they have a means to, I don't know, block something like that from us being watched magically?
I can certainly ask. But I don't think I think I'm more of an honorary member at this point, not a full, you know.
Well, throw Benedict's name around.
Okay.
No harm in asking.
And we're just in this garden area, right?
You're just right here at the front gate.
Well, let's maybe move in a little bit further, and I'll just stand at the door. I think that's rude.
Okay. So did you want to enter the mansion, or did you want to walk around the grounds, or what are you doing? Nobody seems to be bugging you.
I guess I'll enter the mansion.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to.
As soon as you enter, the kind of disembodied voice of Jareth says, "Welcome, Inoki. How can I be of service?"
Oh, you said Jareth, right?
Yeah, that's the disembodied voice that speaks to you of Jareth Falcon.
It's not labeled before, but I will label it now. Well, I was wondering, is this place magically protected?
Oh, there's many magics here. Why do you ask?
My friend's worried that we're being followed magically, but says he didn't feel it when he came in here.
That is true. This place is protected against such scrying magic.
Ah. I see. Oh, that's good to know. We're kind of being followed by a lot of people, and they're not exactly friendly looking.
He says, "Yes, I have heard that you have come into possession of the Stone of Golor."
Does everybody know about this?
I think so.
Well, it seems that news travels very, very fast here in the city.
Yes, I imagine somebody got that information out on purpose.
Do you know of any, aside from on the grounds here, is there any way to block that kind of scrying spell you called it?
Uh, Not that you could do outside of this mansion or this estate.
Hmm. Well, at least we have a little bit of a breath of fresh air inside the Emerald Enclave. But
You're welcome here, and nothing shall be able to harm you.
we thank you for your generosity and your sanctuary here. We very much appreciate it. It's quite a stressful walk down down through Waterdeep to get here. Well, hopefully, if we were to leave there, we'd have to see if that spell was to be reactivated. Maybe you guys, have we all walked by that windmill at some point?
I mean, yeah. Again, you don't have any like. None of you have any real information on it. It's one of those things like, you know,
You just seen it in passing.
something that you passed on a drive or something. You know,
Okay.
like, oh, I've seen that before.
So it might be an idea. If I was to be spied on once again magically, that I might have to go away from the group, maybe take a separate route while you three investigate that windmill, just so at least that whatever magical presence that's observing me is not able to see what you guys are up to.
It might be all of us, though.
That's true. You didn't feel anything, Inoki? Anything watching you?
Well, I mean, I definitely felt the eyes of others watching us from the shadows, but not exactly what you're describing.
This stone is nothing but trouble. So regardless, we still have that, the information that I got from my vision with the 3 keys. So, regardless of where we go, only we are privy to that information. So, even if others were to discover what was going on, they still aren't able to access whatever might be in that vault there. And just go ahead.
I was gonna say that might be the case, but all they really need to do is just follow us at this point, wouldn't they? If that's their goal.
I guess so. I guess it might be best that, yeah, at least it might be only one interested party that sees where we go, rather than all those others that we lost along the way. And then I guess we deal with it as need be. What do you think, Elceris?
Mm-hmm. Sounds good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about magic, but if we can't lose the eyes we have on us, but we've lost our other tails, then I guess best thing to do is just go for it.
What do you think, Bradfoot?
Yeah, I agree. Let's just try it.
Okay. Well, hopefully we've lost all those other people, but we'll have to wait and see what happens when we step outside these walls. Is there any secret entrance out of these walls? Any underground passage, anything like that?
Because unfortunately, no.
Well, I thought I'd try. Well, alright. I guess we'll make our way over to the windmill. Is that what we're gonna do?
I think so.
Alright.
The laundry list continues to grow.
So what's the plan then?
Are we gonna stick together as we go there, or it's just not too far up the road? We passed it on our way down. We didn't get a look at it, but we passed it on the way down.
I mean, yeah, let's just go as a group if we've lost our other tails. I mean, I guess we would have to poke our head out to make sure that we lost them.
Alright, do one of you guys want to do it? Bradford, you've been nailing it today. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I'll take a quick, step outside and see what's around.
And I'll cast guidance on him as well. Tap him on the back. You got this, buddy. Go get him.
So Brackfoot, you cracked the door open.
Yep.
Yeah, across the street you can see the city guard, looking very disgruntled, but staring at the door of Falconer.
I'll close the door and go, "It's bad news. They know we're here."
Who does?
There's a city guard standing right outside, looking right at the door.
Oh, well.
It's the same one.
Guy is
Yeah, it's,
relentless.
He's pretty good. I don't know how he found us, but it's pretty good.
You want to try bribing him?
I have an idea. Not to interrupt you, though.
What's your idea?
Well, it's not really supposed to be a secret that I'm trying to join the Emerald Enclave. You know, so I could come out and bug the guard guy, and you guys sneak off towards the uh, the the windmill thing. And you know, after you guys have gone off, I'll just kind of head that way.
And you can always, if you're still able to, change your shape, right? You can kind of get away if you need to.
Well, if I have to, yes. But I'm hoping to hold on to doing that a few more times. I can't do it too often a day without taking a good chunk of rest.
That's fair. I have a similar problem. And I still have the ability to turn myself invisible as well. If I need to get out of any kind of situation. But I do think that is a good idea, Inoki. But we'll just wait for you to distract the guard and at least have their back turned from the door so we can make our way out.
What time is it right now? Is it like day, night, afternoon?
It's like just before lunchtime.
Okay. So it's not dark or anything.
Alright, alright, I'm gonna go out. You guys, like, give me about a minute and then you head out. And then I'll catch up with you.
So just to recap on your plan though, the doors to Falconmere are like big doors, so when they open, it's noticeable.
Ah,
It's not like you're going out a side door.
that's fair.
Like you see their big double gates.
Yeah, that's fair. I just figured they weren't super loud.
Well, I mean, it's not like they're gonna announce a thing. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna walk behind him and then start trying to talk him up. So he's looking at me with his back towards the door. That's the goal.
It's a fine attempt if you want to try it. I just wanted to point out the doors.
Okay, that's what I'm going to attempt, and my background I think can help because it's the Far Traveler. I gain a lot of extra looks, unwanted attention, that kind of thing, wherever my background is, which I don't see it now.
All right.
Yeah.
So you kind of just walk out and walk around the other side of the guard to talk to him.
Yep.
He just watches you.
Hey, you look familiar. I've seen you around a lot of the places here. Are you following us?
Yes.
Oh. Well, what you doing? What you following me? What? I'm Inoki. I'm gonna hold out my hand.
He kind of looks at it and doesn't shake it, and he goes, "We've been ordered to follow you because you're known troublemakers."
Well, that's fair. But I'm not trying to cause any trouble. It just unfortunately happens to find my kind.
A truer statement has never been spoken. And he kind of looks down on you.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your name?
He goes, I'm a city guard. That's all you need to know." And he's kind of keeping an eye on you and the door.
Well, I mean, I just figured if I introduced myself, it was normally customary of others to introduce themselves as well. Right?
He doesn't respond.
So you're not the only person that's been following me around today. I've been seeing some pretty creepy guys following us too.
That kind of gets his attention, and he starts looking around a little bit.
You know, they're pretty big. I mean, I know I'm small, but even, you know, kind of bigger than you, actually.
He just says, "Where?"
They kind of, they've been staying in the shadows. We've been trying to avoid them, but they seem to be pretty good at following us. And
Are
if
you guys
one of
gonna?
my,
Sorry, are you gonna try to make your move at some point, or we just letting the talking play out? So, Elsaris, Brackfoot.
Do we see if like Inoki's able to turn the guard's head away from the door at any point?
I mean, right now you're just looking at a big oak door. You're gonna crack it a little, or
Brackfoot, crack the door.
I'll crack the door.
so Inoki, you kind of got him in conversation, and now you got him looking around. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but what were you saying?
well, they've been staying in the alleyways, and I'll kind of wave him on and kind of look down this alley to see if there's anybody in it.
Make me a perception.
All right, and I'm trying to get him to help me look too. But
Damn.
So you don't see anybody down the particular alley. But since you're trying to make him look down, you can either do a persuasion or a deception. Some charismatic roll if you have a proficiency in either one.
I do not, but I'm trying to be distracting.
All right. Give me a roll, and I'll let you do it with advantage.
Okay.
We'll see if how long it keeps his attention for. What's your charisma bonus?
My charisma it's -1, so that's a 15.
All right. Let's see if he.
I forgot that was what I put in there.
It's all right, man. Let's see here.
Funny.
We will do it against the straight up wisdom. Yeah, so you distract him, and guys, his eyes turn the other way as Inoki points down an alley.
Do I see this while I am watching the?
Yep.
All right, I'll quickly motion for Decel and Elsaris and
Alright.
start to make our move out.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I tend to sneakily.
You guys make your move out the door, but unfortunately, Inoki's distraction, he insight checked you and looks over as you're heading out the door.
But there was this big guy. He was really hairy. He had something on his like neck. It was an eye, I think.
He kind of looks down at you and just rolls his eyes and starts following the three of you all if you're heading out.
Well, we're out already. Just keep moving.
Yeah.
Sorry, Inoki, it was a good attempt, but I rolled an 18.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was a good one. I gave you the advantage, but
I guess I'll look over to the others and be like, split up? Question mark.
I guess so.
Inoki, let's start with you. What are you doing? Are you trying to slow the guard down, or
I'll
you just trying to catch up with your friends, or?
I'll keep up with the guard, and I'll keep trying to I'll keep describing like some of the characters that I actually did see on the
Alright.
way.
So Inoki's gonna distract the guards as he's walking. The three of you guys are making a break for it. Are you gonna split up, or are you all heading together, or what?
Do I feel that magical presence at all again?
Make me an Arcana check.
All right. 16.
You do still feel it.
I'm still being watched magically, guys. Let's just go with our plan. We'll ditch this guy, and then we'll try to get to that get to the windmill at the very least. Like I said, if anything, we can lose him. I'll go invisible and make my way over there.
Well, I will see you guys there, and I'll just try to disappear into the crowd.
I'm gonna keep heading like up the high road, essentially.
All right. So DeSelle's gonna walk straight up the high road. Elcerise, which way did you make a break? Straight for the. So we're down here. Remember, in this corner.
And the
And
windmill is.
The windmill's gonna be right up here on the right.
I'll. Where is it the busiest? Like, would it be busier this way or this way?
Well, so I mean, the real question is are you gonna go straight north, like parallel of where the deal is, or are you gonna try to make a break across the street if you're going to the windmill, or are you gonna go some long way?
I'm going to try to disappear into like a crowded area, and then after that, just take side streets to where the windmill is.
Okay. Do you want to? So then the choice is: do you want to go straight north through here, or do you want to run across the high road and be over on this side? East or west of the high road?
I'll go this way.
It looks like you're just clicking right on it. Sorry.
West.
Over here?
Yeah.
All right. Make me a stealth check. And Brackfoot, are you breaking the opposite way, or?
Yeah, I will.
All right. Are you gonna also be stealthy, or are you just booking it, trying to outrun everybody?
I'll try to stealth it.
Make me a stealth check. All right. Basically, Elcerise disappears in through a crowd and into the alleys over here. Brackfoot hops across the high road and ducks into the alleys over here. Both you guys make me perception rolls. DeSelle, you're just heading up the high road.
Yeah, and then if I'm able to, if I can get up to like this spot here, kind of want to take a turn down this one. So where approximately is that windmill again? You said it was kind of like up here, around there. Yeah, so I'll try and take that turn down Coach Street.
Okay. Inoki, what are you doing? Are you catching up with him?
Have I just is this guy just ignoring me at this point?
No, you got him distracted and he got frustrated. He lost sight of both Elcerise and Brackfoot due to your deal, but he's still got eyes on DeSelle that's walking just kind of bold as can be down the high road.
Okay.
And he's sort of ignoring you at this point, or trying to.
I'll just tell him, those Zentaran guys seem really scary. That they've caused us some trouble, but I guess we got to meet a friend off of that, so that's pretty important, right? Is this guy just like not responding to me at all when I'm saying this?
At this point, he's frustrated because he lost 2 people, but he's just kind of grumbly, like, yeah, whatever, and just has his eyes set on DeSelle.
So you're the only guy out here following us, right? Like, from the guard?
Again, yeah, just kind of ignores you. So are you just trying to distract him continually?
Yeah, I'm saying that, and then eventually I'm just gonna like take a turn that he doesn't take.
Okay.
Just some more idle chatter, and then I'll just kind of like walk away.
Yeah, make me another like Well, actually, you don't even have to do that. Just roll. Yeah, so he's starting to get extreme. You're annoying him profusely, and he gets like super frustrated. And even when Dissel takes his turn down the alley, he gets like kind of turned around and doesn't see where he's going, and like runs up, leaving you behind if you want to duck into one of the alleys.
As soon as he runs up, I will walk down another alley.
As soon as I like round the corner, like right off the street, I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay. Easy enough there. All right, El Cerise. You don't notice any tails at this point, and neither do you, Brackfoot. What are you guys doing?
I'll start heading as inconspicuously as I can towards the windmill.
Okay. You can get up to about here. Oh goodness. Up to about here ish. And then you have to jump across the high road.
Okay. What does that mean? Like,
Well, you have to just move out in plain sight across the high road to get over there. So, if you're gonna do that, make a stealth roll.
oh no.
Okay. And across you go. And you can kind of duck into an alley to get close to the windmill. Brackfoot?
Yeah, I'll inconspicuously walk north from where I am.
Right.
Can I reach it via alleyways completely?
Pretty much. So you make a nice little maneuver and get over to the alley. Make me another stealth roll for your journey up there. All right. And Dissel, you go invisible. Are you making it over to the?
Yeah, the windmill there.
All right, and Inoki. Inoki.
I was muted. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah.
you're good.
After I move away from him, I'll make my way towards the windmill.
All right. Are you just walking, or are you stealthing, or
I'll be trying to do
wild
it.
shape again?
I'll be trying to do it stealthily.
All right. Make me a stealth check. So, in the middle of the courtyard kind of area is this little windmill, and you should just be able to see like the shape of the outside of it, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So, else, I'm gonna say actually, Brackfoot probably made it first, coming in from this direction. Now, as you approach it, it is. Let me get to the thing real quick here. Apologies. So you can tell that it's a two-story stone building that's kind of crumbling a little bit, and this kind of big circle over here is actually the second story. It's not there, and it sits right above this circle. So this whole portion is single story, and then this circular part up here is 2 stories. And you approach from the side, and you can see that it's sort of crumbling here, Brackfoot. You're the first to arrive.
Is there any windows that I can see through on the first level? Like, are these?
Yeah, there's a little. There's some soot covered and like stained glass windows that you can't really see through along the side.
Okay. Then I'll kind of come along over this way,
Okay.
and stay stealthy, but look out for the rest of the group.
So as you move over, you can see that like these back 2 windows have been boarded up. Well, Cerise, you kind of come in from over this way, about the same time as invisible Decel shows up here. And from your vantage point, you can see that there's a door here and a door here and a door here.
I'm just gonna try to like walk around sneakily. So that's just perimeter of this building.
Okay. Yeah. So you start circling this way around as Brackfoot's kind of coming this way, and to sell, you see Brackfoot, but he is invisible. And Anoki kind of comes over here, and Elsaris, you can see Anoki, but Anoki probably can't see you if you're moving stealthily still.
Man, that sun is bright.
And yeah, as you move around, all the sort of window areas are either kind of old, like soot-stained, stained glass, so you can't really see anything through them, or more often in several spots, the windows have been boarded up.
As Brackfoot's passing in front of me, I'll say, Brackfoot, don't freak out. It's me. I'm right behind you. I'm invisible.
I'll hold my chest. Be like, who was that?
Brackfoot takes a little bunny hop in fright.
I'm going to
So
stay
yeah,
invisible for as long as I can.
I can just say that you guys circumvent it pretty thoroughly. You got the layout, and then these three main doors are really the only entrances.
What else is around? Is any like person around?
You don't
Any
see
people?
anything in the courtyard really. This area looks sort of abandoned as the building is crumbling down.
And well, it looks like there's only one way to get in. I'm also invisible beside you guys. Don't freak out.
Who's that?
It's Decel. Shh. Are we? Are we being tailed at all? Can anyone see anything?
You don't feel like there's any tails on y'all right now.
All right.
The Waterdeep guy didn't seem too happy about me talking to him.
Well, I'm sure if he got to know
His
you
loss.
like we do, he'd want to know all about your stories.
So who wants to open the door?
Or we should see if it's locked or anything like that.
I go up to this door and just try the
Yeah.
handle.
Before you go in, just as a reminder, you think that this is where the location to the vault is.
Might
Right.
not want to be too nonchalant about opening things that might be concealing a giant treasure hoard, so likely traps and things.
Then I'll stare at the door and see if it's special.
You also can't get into the vault.
True. We can't get in without the keys, but maybe we can see if this is truly where see if those visions actually were true, and see if the door or a vault door is down there.
You might as well check it out. Do I hear anything coming from this door? See anything?
Nope.
Can I knock on the door?
Yep. You knock on the door and you hear kind of a deep voice respond What? Get out of here.
I'll look back at everybody. Be like, I think somebody lives here.
Hmm. That's unexpected.
You think it's the guy you saw?
Hello. We're here to promote our inn. / tavern. / gambling place. Do I hear
So
a
he,
response?
somebody, kind of a man in his like early 50s pops open the door and just looks at you and says, "What?"
Well, we're here to promote our inn / tavern / gambling. What did we call it again? Last call. Yeah, we're here to promote Last Call. We're the owners of it. All of us right here.
He just looks at you awkwardly and says, "Listen, I don't know why you're really here, but Kalain is not taking visitors today. Please leave the premises."
Kalain?
Okay.
And
When will
shuts the
Kalain?
door in your face.
When will Kalain take visitors? Okay.
Just say
I'll
we have
turn
money.
back.
Say we have money.
I'll knock and be like, "We have money." If
He,
that's
he opens the door and starts shouting for the guards.
poop. I'll start booking it. I'll hide.
Okay, do you guys all run off?
We should probably get out of here. Unless y'all want to deal with this guy right now.
Not specifically.
I'm still invisible, so I'm just gonna kind of like walk away slowly.
Guess I'll run away and take off and try to hide in one of these trees, like over here.
You guys are good. It takes a while for the guards to do anything, so you're able to kind of get gathered up and still hidden a little ways away.
Guess
That
that
was
was a bust.
Yeah.
Do we want to send somebody back in to sneak around, or?
Well, it didn't look like there was any way to see what was going on inside, right? Like everything was, all the windows were boarded up. Couldn't even see inside.
Yeah, and the door he just kind of cracked and put his head out.
Well,
Couldn't really get a
who
glimpse.
was that guy? And who's the guy who's talking about?
Yeah, Kalain? Who is that? Hmm.
You don't think he's the someone you saw in your thing, do you?
I mean, I don't think so. I know that one vision that I had was of an elf. But I don't know who this Kalain person is. There was no mention of names. Maybe we could reach out to Mert, and maybe the Harpers have some kind of information about him. Or her. I don't know. But aside from busting down the door and going in there, I don't quite know what else to do. This Kalain person's interesting that there's someone Either they set up shop there on purpose, or they're very ignorant to what might be there.
I'm gonna guess by his attitude that it's not an accident. And I don't know if it's wise to try and like contact Mert to get past this, just because it took us a lot of effort to ditch our pursuers, and we might not get so lucky again next time.
He's also the only guy we did tell about, well, the stone to begin with.
Well, all Mert knows is that we needed his help to free someone. He doesn't. Everyone in town knows we have the stone at this point.
Well,
Right,
yes.
What I'm saying is, I don't think we can take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because they'll get people on us again to follow us again.
So should we wait till like nightfall and break in or something, or what do you think?
I think that might be the best way.
What do you think, Anoki?
Is committing crimes really the best way they get through this again?
I mean,
I mean, the guards are
what
already
legal
on us.
What legal routes are you thinking?
I mean, I'm not sure what we could legally do, but I'm not sure if crime's going to be the best way out. I mean, today alone costed us 250 gold together to appease the laws of this city.
Okay, well, I mean, other than crime, I can't think of another way to get through this.
Well, I mean, I
Well,
can. Oh, go
I
ahead.
think we're gonna end today pretty quickly here. I gotta go lay down.
Fair enough.
Sorry, y'all.
Um,
But I'll leave you with the reminders. You guys can talk about what you want to do. So I don't know what your plan is if you bust in now. Like, what does that gain you?
yeah, like
Kind of
we're,
where I'm going.
Probably nothing.
yeah, it's the may or may not be a vault door there. I still am able to use the stone, you know, ask it some questions or derive some answers from it.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, we can get 3 of those answers like right now and see if that makes any difference. I doubt it's going to change any answer, so it's like might as well do it.
Well, if you decide you want to do that, let me know, and I'll hit you with the answers on Discord.
Okay.
But-
Let's. I think if in the interim, I think I do want to use and learn those things. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to give us more concrete direction at the very least. More information in this situation, the better.
That much I can agree on.
Yeah, so hit us up with those the answers to those the 3 questions that are available through the legend lore.
I'll just set them up with you now, and then you guys can chat about it if you want to a little bit, because we're ending kind of early.
Yeah, that works.
So, where is it located? The stone is located, or I mean, the vault is located right underneath the old windmill here, which is now the residence of Kalain, a famous Waterdavian painter who had some unfortunate run-ins with Lord Daggolt, but you don't know why. The three keys, which you've already seen, are the drunken elf. Ooh. A painting of a dwarf miner and a bronze dragon scale. You know that the drunken elf can be either an elf or a half elf, and they have to be so drunk that they have the poisoned status to qualify as one of the keys. A painting of a dwarf miner can be done by any painter or somebody who wants to give it a shot and take the time. The bronze dragon scale you'll have to find, but there is a bronze dragon somewhere in Waterdeep.
Quick question.
And what was the third one?
What's inside, I believe.
Oh, a adult gold dragon is inside,
Oh.
along with lots of gold. What was your question, Elsers?
Remember all the way in the beginning when we found those paintings?
Yeah.
Were any of those paintings of a dwarf miner or no?
Nope.
No, unfortunate.
All right, y'all. I gotta go.
Alrighty. Thank
come
you.
up with a good plan and let me know what we're doing next time.
Alright. Sounds
Later.
good. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. We hired this Kalain guy to draw or paint the dwarf.
Wait, isn't he like really famous? Costs a lot of money.
Alright. You draw it. I don't know how good it has to be. We can
Well,
we can get a Elstris, are you half elf?
I am a half elf.
We'll get you absolutely loaded.
So, Cerise, do you want to fast for an entire day and then like down like an entire barrel of L?
I mean, we run a tavern now, so
I mean,
To be
that'll
fair,
probably
but
get you there.
but we don't know what happens to these keys. Like
Yeah, that's true.
they get like incinerated or something. I don't know.
it's like, oh shit, you have to roll a new character now. Oh.
Your body morphs into a key. And then
I mean,
bronze dragon.
I
scale.
assume it'll be easy enough to find a drunk half elf if we're running a tavern, right?
Oh, perfect. We kidnap a drunk elf.
So we resorted to kidnapping.
I'm glad we went back to
We're
crime.
just
Hey, buddy, come with us.
Alrighty.
Just come on over with us for just a minute.
I was suggesting some simple breaking and entering, and y'all are like, let's go to kidnapping. Why not?
it's not kidnapping if the person willingly comes with us, okay? We'll be
Anoki's
like,
not
"Hey."
trying to kidnap anybody.
I mean, like
Mhm.
maybe I could like command him to follow us, and then he'll follow us.
Or we could be like, oh, there's a really cool like drinking spot right over here. Not a lot of people know about it. It's kind of low key.
You like
And if
booze?
he's like
we can get you some more.
plastered enough. Yeah.
I know nothing about a bronze dragon.
I wonder if we can. I wonder if like a dragonborn would work. I feel like that'd be easier to find.
But a bronze dragon born.
Metallic
specifically.
dragonborn are relatively rare. Because
rare bronze dragon, or
Well, it might be
Well, I mean, both are rare, of course, but
like we might have to. Well, he said it's within Waterdeep though.
Yeah, he did.
we buy it from somebody.
Like, would there be like maybe we look for like collectors or something like that? Like go to like an adventuring guild and ask them if there's someone that collects like trophies of stuff.
I think he said there's a bronze dragon in Waterdeep, not a scale.
Well,
There's just a
there's-
bronze dragon chilling somewhere.
There's
A
a
lot
gold-
of
Gold dragon.
there's a gold
So,
dragon in the vault.
Yeah.
I know silver dragons are normally like have polymorph, but most metallic dragons have that ability to polymorph into other creatures. So there could easily be a number of dragons just in plain sight in Waterdeep.
That's
Let's-
terrifying.
Let's
thought.
find the young
Well,
ones.
metallic dragons are generally good aligned.
Okay.
Do we?
It's the chromatic ones that are
Borrow.
the
Is it
scary
gonna?
ones.
Are we gonna have to go down that goddamn tunnel that in that yawning portal? Are we gonna have to go down that shaft?
The yawning
Inoki at
portal.
least needs to. She needs to get to the 3rd level.
Don't you have to dodge a dragon down there? Is there a dragon down there waiting for you or something? Or that's a mine or a beholder, a mind flayer thing?
It is a mind flayer.
Okay.
There are a lot of
they-
things down there.
Yeah. Can't say that that's going to be super exciting. That's why I was looking at the Willow's book to see
Planning.
what I can learn about trolls, because that's the only creature I know of that's come out of the portal so far. I'm sure there's worse.
I mean, like where, like quite honestly, where else would they be in Waterdeep? Like a bronze dragon or like a dragon scale. Like I'm thinking if there's a scale, then it would be like a trophy of somebody's. But I mean, an actual bronze dragon, whether it's an adult, I hope to God it's not an adult one, but like maybe a baby one, young one.
Well, I mean, we can make a trade. I'm sure a dragon would trade their scales for something in return, but we'd have to do something for them. Metallic
Yeah.
dragons are good dragons. Chromatic dragons are bad dragons. So, yeah, there's probably a couple, like silver dragons actually in Waterdeep that don't realize they're silver dragons.
But who might have like information on potentially where they would be in Waterdeep?
Well, there is a gold half dragon, I think or maybe they're dragonborn, that runs a shop.
Oh, it's the guy. It's the magic shop, like the scroll shop,
the
isn't
bookstore.
it? The bookstore.
I don't think he's the dragon. I think he's a dragonborn, and since he's a golden dragonborn, I'm guessing that he was turned into a dragonborn. There's a ritual to do that.
Oh, I mean, maybe we can ask. We can ask him at the very least, or that the investigation place, right? Maybe they might know
If
something.
you want to, if you want to pay a whole lot of coin, I'm sure he will tell you whatever you want to know.
That's our other
Inoki's not
thing.
good with Inoki's not good with people, so that's why she begrudgingly accepted the 20 or 30 gold for the. What was it? It was either information or a crappy map. I think it was the information.
Right.
So I had a map.
Yeah, you wanted a map, and it was 50 gold, and information was 30 gold.
Yeah, which
Well, I'm just saying those are like options that we got currently.
yeah.
At least so like the painting we could probably get fairly easy. Like commission somebody to draw a dwarf hitting with a pickaxe or mining. Not too hard. Get somebody drunk. Not too hard. And, and
I have
also,
shoddy mail.
and then kidnap them.
I know somewhere to get shoddy information. Maybe not shoddy, but may not be actually in the know. I can ask the kobolds at the docks again. If there's something draconic, might know,
Hey,
considering
Good.
kobolds generally worship dragons.
yeah, perfect. Good place as any to start to look for bronze dragon scales of some kind.
I'm pretty sure I asked them, like, I heard there's an adult bronze dragon in Waterdeep. They probably all just lose their shit, which would be funny. Not gonna lie, but
Get
you
an
know.
we get an army of kobolds on our side. Like we have to free the dragon.
Let's not enlist cannon fodder, because unfortunately that's literally kobolds are cannon fodder. After running a few things with like the generic kobolds, that is exactly what they are.
Yeah. Okay, so semblance of a plan, but the other thing is, I feel like we have to contract this guy though, this Helene, mainly just to be able to get inside this place without killing anybody, because you guys are all against it.
Yeah.
Well-
no killing. We got fined 50 for, jumping
Causing
up
a
on
ruckus.
The roof.
Almost got
We got
imprisoned.
A lot of ruckus, actually. So I'm pretty surprised that that's
Well-
the first time we've been fined.
Well, because we've been lucky and bumped into somebody that's head up. It's like, oh, don't worry, these guys are fine. Have
And it-
vouched for us so far.
And they were very clearly saw that it was drow that were attacking us, or the other stuff was like underground, so we didn't really have anybody see that stuff. But that one encounter was with drow, so
Both
nobody
of
likes
our
them.
both of our issue encounters have been with Drow.
Yeah.
But I
that's-
still almost got fined for being over the top of a injured elf.
Yeah, so I
Or not
think
fined, but imprisoned.
we need to contract Helene to do this painting. He said they said it's a painter for a reason. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And then we get El Cerise
Okay.
bombed, and then
yeah.
do it for the treasure hoard.
And then, does it have to be an elf or a half elf? He said.
You said an elf or a half elf.
Yeah, elf or half elf.
Okay. And then, what's the third thing? A painting?
The dragon scale, bronze dragon scale.
Okay.
Also, the fact that there's a gold dragon inside. What do we do about that? I'm pretty sure we're not strong enough to take that thing on.
Well, to be fair, this is called Dragon Heist, and there's a big gold dragon on the front of the book.
Spoilers.
Oh, so we're stealing the dragon. Well, gold
can steal
dragons
a
are
dragon.
supposed to be. They're supposed to be good aligned, he said.
Yes, but if there's a gold dragon in the vault, it's most likely claimed that gold as its hoard.
Or
Oh,
maybe it's waiting for someone to unlock the door and be like,
So it can
"Hey,
get out."
here's all of the treasure. You can have it. Thanks for letting me out."
Maybe if we explain to it that the gold was stolen and it belongs to the taxpayers, it'll
I'm
sympathize.
I'm sure the gold dragon will be very very conscientious of the taxpayers' money.
Mhm.
Oh
mean-
oh my God, taxpayer money! Oh, please take it back.
This was gonna be used to fund orphanages. What have you done?
I mean, it's worth a shot. I assume the next session will be, well, next week. I'm not going to be here, so
Oh man, we won't be able to get you plastered.
Oh no!
Next week, all right. Next week we focus on getting this bronze dragon scale, because I think that's going to be the hardest thing.
It's definitely
Yeah.
not going to be easy.
and then also commissioning that painting.
And also, I think at this point, we don't go back to the windmill until like we're good and ready, or like we just because everyone's following us. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Like at this point, we can't just be sneaking around all damn day.
Yo, I will say, you did kind of just give away that we were after the Stone of Galore pretty quickly to Mert.
Who?
Mert, when we were asking for him to let the guy out, because he knows about the Stone of Galore.
Oh well, whatever.
I mean,
I mean,
it can't be
by all
undone.
accounts, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
By all accounts, it clearly didn't even matter because as soon as everyone knows about it now.
yeah, yeah,
I don't think Mert would have been the one to tell everybody about it. I'll put it that way.
yeah.
I'll
not if
know,
he
he's
thought
the
he
first
was
one to
fucked up.
know, outside of whoever the one person was.
And also, you guys don't want to kill anybody, so it's you got my hands tied here.
Well, I mean, we have to
Away
deal
with
with
it.
the law.
I know.
Yeah.
If we didn't have to deal with the law, it'd be fine.
There's no other way to like get him out. That was the only thing. But I guess you're right. I don't know. I don't know how I could have not said what we're looking
Sure.
for.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I was just throwing shade because I was trying to be funny.
It's hard being the face of a group, okay? Damn charisma
Oh,
source.
I've
Damn charisma casters.
I mean, I was almost the face of a party, but that character is on hold for the moment. So, because the face of the party has to be someone charismatic. Oh shit.
Well, what's everybody's like persuasion and also like
-1.
persuasion, deception?
Currently at 6s for both of those. Deception and persuasion are +6 for me. I have,
Oh, really?
I have proficiency in it.
Mine is at 7.
We have like
Okay.
expertise.
Yeah, because like my charisma, like I got something that makes it to where like all the charisma things I gain a bonus to equal to my like wisdom modifier.
Oh, Elster's new
That's
face of the
fancy.
group.
Yep.
I don't think that'll work out well. Also, he doesn't really like do them that much, like persuasion or like.
Well, to be fair, like most of you guys haven't tried to at this point so far.
Mines are 1, so I'm not gonna be persuading anybody of anything.
Well, I thought for sure he would have said like, did it with the guard, like at the beginning of the session, like telling him the story or whatever of what happened. Like he didn't ask for like a deception or persuasion or anything like that.
I think you have to like actively like say it.
I'm trying to persuade him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think since you're not here next week, El Cerise, I think we should probably focus on the bronze scale. Also, we need money. How do we get money in this?
We do odd jobs, and we also get the tavern set up. It'll be a bit, but once the tavern's set up, we'll start actually making some money.
I need money now. I need it now. I need to kill stuff.
Hey, in most Adventure Pass, we just get given all of our stuff. There's no buying. Did we buy anything when we went to Phandalin? Honest question, I don't think we did, but did we?
I don't know.
I don't know, it was a long time ago. I don't think we did, but that's fine.
I'm trying to gather ritual spells for my character. I need
Ritual
money.
spells you trying to-
Well, like, I have the scroll for comprehend
Damn it,
language
hell.
currently. And then I
Yeah.
need 50, so it costs 25 gold for the scroll, and then it costs 50 for the inks and stuff to write it in my book.
It sucks to be a wizard, right?
And I'm not even a goddamn wizard. I just got
Exactly.
I just got a damn spell book. Costly. Yeah, so money. That's something I need. But yeah, I think going for the scale, the bronze
Jesus
scale next
Christ.
session is the play. I think it's gonna be the hardest one.
Yeah. Probably.
I can't wait to go into the yawning portal and we'll get to the 3rd level. You know, that'll be cool.
I don't know how good that'll be for us.
We just hop down there and get some money. We go the first level. That's it. No further down.
I'm assuming that we'd be able to do the first few levels, but at the same time, I don't want to, be SOL. Like right off the bat.
What does that mean?
Like shit out of luck and die.
Oh. Yeah.
Because I mean, that could definitely happen.
It could.
It's true.
Yeah, let's try to avoid dying if we can help it.
I mean, that's usually the goal.
Okay, so if we go with the bronze scale as our first item to get, I'm feeling very uncomfortable with the Stone of Galore in my goddamn pocket. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But I have nowhere. Where are we gonna put it? I can't just leave it at Troll Skull. Things gonna get raided immediately.
Hide it in your hair. Or bury it somewhere.
My God. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. Like walking around with $1 billion in your pocket.
You guys don't do that?
Not routinely, no.
I only keep a cool million.
Oh, all right. Gotcha. It's supposed to be funny.
So we're also, not only are we held to the standards of the law, but everyone else, no one's gonna attack us just out in the open, like during the day, or anything like that. I feel like we have a little bit more freedom walking around, like
Unless they think it's worth it.
in the main areas, I guess.
If they think it's worth it, I would think we can't say for certain that they won't.
To be fair,
I mean,
Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure they're just like waiting to catch us like alone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So never be
Mhm.
alone. No more
We've
splitting
been
up.
alone, like.
Everybody have their buddy.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean us like singularly alone. I mean us singled out from a crowd,
Yeah.
like away from a crowd.
Mhm.
That's what I meant.
Don't travel at
As
night.
long as we're hiding
We only
in a crowd, we should be fine.
Inoki will have permanent disadvantage because we're never going out at night.
Okay, well, fuck you.
It's like I want that. I want the guard like, hey, come closer. It's like, we wave him over. Get closer to us. It's like I need your protection. Come on.
So you're saying I can't go out to the kobold bar and get kobold ale again?
Oh, you can. You do that. I trust you. This you might get attacked. We all have to come with you. But the items that we're getting are like if someone was to see like you're getting a picture of a painting of a dwarf with a pickaxe. How would you ever relate that to this being tied to the anything? like oh, what the hell is this guy getting a painting for? What does this have to do with anything? Like maybe
I'm
they're
sure
just,
we'll find out.
it's like maybe we're just decorating our tavern. That's what we tell the painter. That's what we tell the painter. There you go.
Yeah.
And then like getting somebody drunk. How would that ever tie into opening up a secret vault?
There's probably like a deeper meaning for it.
And then like a bronze dragon scale. That's probably the only thing that might flag people potentially, and I don't even know how.
Flag people?
Like as like okay, they're getting some dragon scale for some reason.
Oh, I mean, dragon scales are often like spell components.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, like all these things, all these items aren't like, I don't feel like they're classical, need these items to unlock something.
I mean, I feel like none of this is very classical. It's just, it's all very interesting.
Yeah. I definitely think our hardest hurdle will be that the bronze dragon scale, finding that in the city somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, we might be able to ask Mert about that. Might have some info. Or Rainier, maybe. I feel like, you know, the whatchamacallits would have some idea if there is like a bronze dragon somewhere in the city.
Yeah, they probably want to keep tabs on that.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you going next week?
Where am I going next week?
Yeah.
Well, actually, just kidding. I am going to be here next week. It's the week after that where I'm gonna be gone. So,
God,
just kidding.
Jesus.
It's the 15th. I'm going to drop my little brother off at college.
Aw.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to undergrad and yeah. He's gonna come fly out here, visit me first, and then we're gonna go fly out together